Well, thank you, Mayor. A couple points. You answered your own question when you said that by charter, can you hear me, Mayor?
I'm listening, sure.
By charter, that you are, it's not necessary that you be invited to the meeting. Is that correct?
That is, well,
This was a committee
law
meeting.
director, is that not
The administration under charter is not required to attend any meeting.
Thank you. This was a finance committee meeting. If this would have been held on a day you were at the store, you wouldn't have been able to attend anyhow.
Mr. Ryder, I believe the issue is that all of us were criticized for not being here, more than once. And not one council member, committee member, defended the right of the administration not to be here, particularly when we were invited. I think that's clear.
When you weren't invited?
You never invited us.
we weren't invited
We were not invited. But then we were attacked for not being here.
multiple times that evening.
Carla,
Over
did
and
the
over.
notice for the meeting go out to everybody, administration
Yes,
too?
we did receive it once we set the date and time.
That is correct.
Okay, is that correct? So would that be considered an invite? You want a formal invite to meetings?
Rick, let me talk to you about it. Whenever past council president, they would nicely ask everyone, is this a good time for you?
How many committee meetings did you have, Mr. McClellan?
Let me tell you something. I have never been asked to come to a meeting the day before. Why didn't you
Because
just-
it was,
No,
because we felt.
why don't you just ask everyone very nicely, is this a good time for everybody?
I called the meeting because of the troubling information that
understand
we
that.
found.
I think a lot of us would
This
have been
nomination
there if you
process.
would nicely ask everyone, is this a good time for everybody?
How many committee meetings did you have in your tenure as council person and president and any other position you held on council?
Well, they were gonna be like Thursday, open.
Well, did you have any?
Yeah, we had some, we started it with committee meetings.
And did administration attend all your committee meetings? Your three-member meetings?
And if I may, usually what happens is it gets discussed on at a committee meeting, a whole committee meeting or council meeting, as the availability of when and who can go on what particular nights before a day gets picked. Normally, a day isn't just picked out of the week and a time. Say I'm having a meeting tomorrow at 10 o'clock, I expect all of you guys there. Most of us have other plans, and that's what pretty much happened the other night. But again and again and again at that meeting, listening to it, because I didn't listen to it till Sunday, first chance I got, but again and again and again, we were chastised for not being at the meeting, which we didn't really need to be in the first place. But I believe it was Mr. Pearson that sat up there and said, well, the mayor should have been here tonight to answer some of these questions.
You should have been.
No, I was working. I shouldn't have been. I was not invited and I did not have to be
A
here.
meeting of this magnitude, the financial figures that are facing this community, I would have thought everybody involved would have been here. And it seems rather strange to me when everybody is really not interested, doesn't show up. And there was a couple of people who sent comments that they had other plans to send.
I didn't have to ask for an
Well,
excuse.
you know
from
what,
you.
I would be at 5 issues,
Okay.
and this affects a lot of your friends and neighbors, and a lot of them sitting right out here.
Okay.
You know,
And then you sat there and talked about, while we're back and forth, you sat there and talked about
Please do.
skin in the game.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I'm not sure how much skin you have in the game, but
You
I
know
would
what?
venture,
I got quite a bit.
not very
56
much.
years on
No, no,
here
no,
at
no.
that property.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you
Okay,
something.
it is not your property, it is your property, it is not yours.
That's all. Everybody stop. Now, one at a time, and keep your voices down.
Okay, I can
And there'll
notice
be,
this.
Mayor, we're not gonna have any personal attacks either way.
Okay, it was pretty funny
Either
though,
way.
listening to
Either
the
way, we're not gonna have any personal attacks tonight.
Okay, it was pretty funny on Thursday night at the meeting. You never shut anybody up for saying anything, and most of the evening was just Mr. Pearson just spewing, and you allowed it to happen.
I didn't shut the public up, and I don't think I have the right to shut the public up.
You didn't shut the councilman up either.
Well,
Talk about grandstanding and electioneering at an opportunity. That was it.
Well, guess November, they can figure out for themselves.
Yeah,
If
I
All right.
guess they can.
All right.
going